Stop. What would you call it? I was like, why is that in a plastic bottle? I ordered this is the other package I was waiting on.
Are you filming again?
I'm filming again! Moringa oil. One of our favorite soaps and one of the customer favorite soaps was a soap that was called Perfection Tea. Hi.
Hi.
You want to show them what you made?
What you made me make?
I did not make you.
You're gonna let me out of the dungeon now?
Yeah, you can get out of the dungeon now. And it has moringa oil, moringa powder, lemongrass, basil, and peppermint. It smells so good. So that's what the moringa oil is for.
Based on a favorite tea of ours called Perfection Tea that someone named.
I named it. So I have a friend that has a moringa farm, and I made that initially for her to begin with. Okay. So this is a new company to me, and part of the reason I ordered from them was they come in metal, and I prefer that because I have a concrete floor. So I got lavender 4042. I got peppermint supreme. Before I get confused, it was cheaper to buy the dark patchouli from Bulk Apothecary, and I already opened the package, by like $100. So, or maybe not quite, $80 or $100. So I ordered it from them. They sent it in a flat rate padded envelope, and it came dented. I thought that was kind of crazy. Hummus. I wouldn't normally order this, but I did because basically ordering this got me free shipping. So whether you look at it as this or the shipping free, either way. But we use this in our gardener's soap. So
I like the gardener's soap, so I'm glad you
I do
got
too.
it.
I love scratchy soaps. Scratchy. I like my soap scratchier than most people do. So I'll probably soup up a little bit for myself.
That one and the salt bar soaps are the ones I've missed the most.
Yeah, I love the salt bars. Fir needle. This is, so I haven't really explained anything, but I had a soap company. I've made soap for over 25 years, and I had a soap company named Simply Cleansing, and I closed that when Azariah was a baby, and we're opening it back up on Patrick's site, MT Knives. And this fir needle and cedarwood and orange make our manly soap. And when I closed my business, I made 4 or 5 whole batches for people that wanted manly in stock at their house. And, customers bought the whole batch to
which is about 90 bars.
keep in stock. Yeah. I think at that time I was just making 45 bar batches. But, so that was my last soap that I made with Simply Cleansing, and probably will be my first soap with MT Knives. Orange 5-fold. Orange is a customer favorite, and I want to try mixing that with a couple of different essential oils. Another pumice. I think they were like 6 or 7 a jar. So I used to just buy the pumice sticks and like grind them together to get my pumice. But moving on up. Getting fancy. And another peppermint supreme, because I have a few soaps that I put peppermint in. This goes in our comfrey peppermint, the Perfection Tea, and something else I don't remember. So I bought 2 of them. What?
You said you're giving away all the secrets.
Well, so does the ingredient label, buddy.
Just like that?
Yeah. Since he didn't show you, I will show you.
Spelling drama. Mystery. I was gonna reveal it later. Now you ruined the surprise. They all see it now.
Surprise!
You did say she's giving away all the secrets. She figured she'd make that.
Don't break it.
I won't break it.
Real official.
I'll probably break it. So these are our molds, and these are our biggest. How many did we decide this was gonna do?
All of them.
All of the bars. More than 90, 100 and something. And we'll line them with freezer paper, and then if I'm smart enough,
Bars for dirty people.
dirty bars for dirty people.
Really big bars for dirty people.
Really big bars for dirty people. Is that our slogan?
Sure.
So he has these so that it doesn't blow out. And I, 1, 2, 3, 7. He has 7 of these.
So
And
you can make like 700 plus bars.
yeah.
Maybe 1,000.
And I'm going to have 10 kinds of soap for the website before we launch. I do have other essential oils. This is just what I ordered from them. You saw the barrels come from Soaper's Choice. Super excited about that. It's been a long time since we got barrels of soap oils. I think that's it. But soap coming soon. I think it'll be the end of February when everything is launched. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Gives me dimples.
You're so cute. It doesn't want to come back out of there, huh?
No. It's gonna stay for now. Don't do this with your knife.
Don't worry, I don't need to.
I need to drill a little deeper.
We're a little deeper.
Oh, no, there was just dirt underneath of it stopping it from going down. Maybe.
There's a rocket fire.
It's teeter-tottering. Heh. I'll drill it a little more, see what happens. I don't think this side's deep enough. That's why I was gonna drill all the way through it. I ain't gonna worry about if it's deep enough. There we go.
All right, so as you saw, we've started our soaping. Last night we started with the Manly, and I had miscalculated my batch size. So instead of a 25-pound recipe, I made a 39-pound recipe. So my Manly bars are full to the top. Those are going to be some big bars, just going out as big bars. And then Patrick calculated how much the lavender, which was the next batch I had started when I realized what I did, how full it should be in the mold. And so we have a normal size lavender bar, and then we also have short lavender bars. Thanks, baby. So then we have short lavender bars for samples or Airbnbs. I know that we have one Airbnb that's going to carry our soap just in their, you know, they'll put it in their bathrooms and such for people to use, like a hotel. And then so we'll have those short ones to take care of my problem so that it wasn't tall like the Manly bars. But I'm excited the Manly bars were taller just because people love them, and I think that will be a nice gift to make it just one time only big bars. And today we're going to make our dark patchouli, our perfection tea. The perfection tea is moringa oil added to our recipe, moringa leaf powder, peppermint essential oil. Please walk on the stairs because it's pretty loud, bud. It's peppermint essential oil, lemongrass essential oil, and basil essential oil. And that's our moringa. And then we're going to make peppermint comfrey and orange. I want to do some more blends, but I also want, like, patchouli is a big seller for me. So I don't, in this first launch, I'm going to have, I believe, 10 kinds of soap. So I didn't want to have 2 of those kinds be orange patchouli and patchouli. So there is some crossover with, like, the peppermint comfrey, and then the moringa perfection tea soap has peppermint in it. So there is going to be some crossover. And I might still get the orange patchouli done as well. You can set that right here. But I want it to be as varied as possible for our first launch. I'm very excited, and we will show you some of the soaps as we go. So we do the heat transfer method of soap making. So that means this is our hard oils, which is coconut, and we add the hot lye water to that to melt it all down. And then we will add our cold oils, which is the olive and safflower. That's the perfect texture. Back from lunch. Just go until it doesn't pour anymore, and then we'll have enough for the top still. Whispering doesn't help with. Yeah. Get like nice bits of white on it too, so that's a nice pretty almanzo. You think so?
Yeah, you can get a chopstick or something, then just go and swirl it.
I probably should, but I think I'm just gonna spoon texture it.
Did you texture this one?
Lilley did the lavenders. I have a daughter downstairs and she's batching oils out of my barrels and bringing it up to me. We're making soap up in our upstairs of our barn, which will be converted into our house. And we were going to wait until we had a cabin to start making soap in, and decided we just wanted to get it done, get everything launched and ready. So we have 55-gallon drums of oil, and they're downstairs, and so they're batching me up some buckets of oil and bringing it up. We've so far got 4 kinds made, which you've probably already seen. So we're gonna do 2 more kinds today, and while I wait, I'm drinking out of my Rooted Rooster mug, some Dandy Blend with a marshmallow. It's delicious. And what else? I have just the 2 batches left to do today. And then tomorrow, we'll pop everything out of their molds. And I'm not sure how many more soaps I'm going to make. My goal is 4 more soaps for the launch, so I hope to make 4 batches tomorrow. But I might get more than that done, potentially. But yesterday I thought I could get 7 done, and I got 2. So, that's because my tail is sore. I recently slipped on the compacted snow at the end of our driveway on my way to walk up to the hill to sled. So, I'm not taking the ups and downs of the stairs because stairs are super hard for me right now. So, it's just break time. I'm very happy to be back in soap. You open the barn door. We're at the front of the barn, and the stairs are at the front of the barn. And so when you open the front door, like, it's like, whoa, this place is a soapery again. And that happened this morning with just the manly, just the manly and the lavender greeting me this morning that I had made late last night, or we made late last night. And then the Perfection tea, that one, like, that sends its scent a long ways. It's lemongrass, basil, and peppermint. And that's the dominating smell up here right now, I'd say. But it doesn't help that the one before that we made was peppermint, so it just adds to the same smell, which is great. It's going to get a little weird and funky up here when I do the patchouli, and that's mixing with the other scents. But I'm pretty excited about the look of the new soaps. A lot of it I'm doing just the same as I used to. Obviously now I'm using slabs. I did not used to use slabs. I used 2-inch wide boxes that my husband had made so we could just slice the soap. And that's fine, but it's kind of daunting to line all of those with freezer paper. So I'm pretty excited to have to just line 1 box per batch instead of that. We either had 3 long molds or we had 6 short ones. And I had switched to using the 6 short ones just because I can manhandle them easier. And I don't really remember. Oh, I know. Whenever we'd go to pull the soap out of the really long ones, it would kind of bow in the middle because of the weight, you know. And that was just kind of a pain. You would, just long skinny things, or more floppy, I guess. So I'm super excited to be in the slabs, like I said. My main helpers today are Lilley and Wisdom, and that has been super helpful. Like I said, Lilley just finished washing all of the dishes that we had from before lunch for those 2 batches, and then Wisdom is getting me oil. When we move into the soapery, I'm going to start a channel of just making soap, but mostly now it will just be this video. Maybe I'll do another video of cutting or something, but later when we have the soapery and I can do a better job of videoing, have permanent places for camera stands and such, I'll start a channel for soap. Which actually is why I started videoing on this channel, was making soap with my company Simply Cleansing. These soaps will just be I don't want to deal with having a second website. Websites cost money, and I don't really want to put money into a second website when we have one. So if you don't know, my husband is a knife maker, and he has a channel, MT Knives, and that is our main income, is his website. And I mean, it's our sole income. And so moving the soap to be MT Knives soap and sold on his website, one, makes it easier and more cost effective to do that, and then just makes it so we don't have to have a whole new website that costs whole new dollars and whatever. It's all set up, people know about it, and also there's a lot of crossover in people that bought knives from him and bought soap from me, so this gives them more of a one-stop shop. And if there's any scent blends, we only use essential oils, natural colorants, like you saw the comfrey, cocoa. The lavender had pink kaolin clay and purple Brazilian clay and some indigo powder. The moringa perfection tea was just moringa powder. We only use ingredients like that. But if you're like, hey, I want to see what a patchouli and lime soap is like, I think that would be fantabulous, then let me know. I will do my best to do different kinds and see what becomes our tried and true, stays here for the long haul. Some of the favorites from the site before are obviously the ones that I'm starting with now. The manly, the lavender, the patchouli, the perfection tea, the peppermint, and the orange. Those are literally were probably my very best sellers on my last shop. So I've made soap since I was 15 or 16. So 97, 98. And a lot has changed in the soap world since then. But whenever I make the lavender soap, it takes me back to my parents' back porch where I used to make soap. Like, that was one of the high sellers back then. So, I don't know. It was nice to, it's not my favorite. I'm not a lavender liker. I don't choose lavender soap if I can help it. Lilley in the background is saying, me, I do. But I do have an automatic bias against it because we had a wooden back porch and a 4-ounce bottle broke, Patrick and I, at our first house, and it soaked into that wood, and we smelled it for a month, and we were just growling about it for months. It was awful. So I learned to hate it then. But making the batch this time and smelling it, and I was like, whew, I'm a teenager again at my parents' house. This is funny how smells will take you on trips. Good trips. Not the psychedelic kind. Okay, bye. I'm gonna get back to making soap. This is the end of day 2. So this one is the short lavender bars, tall lavender bars, 2 tall manly, and then day 2, here's our peppermint comfrey. This one has cracked because it got a little hot. Being wedged in between these, they can do that sometimes. It literally just cracked like in the last minute or two. It was, well, maybe not last minute or two. In the last 10 minutes for sure, it just cracked. This one is our dark patchouli, and it's colored with indigo and has a cocoa line right here, and it's orange turmeric, and it is an ombre soap. So that'll be pretty fun. Wisdom was up here smelling this, and she kept saying how much this is her very favorite out of all we did today. So that's fun. So we will get these soaps cut probably in another video if we get it videoed. We will see. Oh, my